everybody! Welcome to the Art Club Online. I just found these and I remembered that last time I did a tiny face makeup challenge and
I was going to put these on at the end, but I forgot, so.
my bad. Can you guys be quiet? Hey! So today I'm going to do a small tutorial on how to draw lips. Not to say that I'm an expert in drawing lips, but I've drawn lips quite a few times. So maybe I'm like a semi-pro.
Whoa!
I'm gonna start with a pencil, like I always tell you guys to do. And I think I'll start by showing you what not to do, but what most people often do when they're drawing lips. And so this video was requested by a girl named Anjali. You know who you are. I thought I would try to make it quick and simple, but let's start by doing what you should not do when drawing lips realistically. It's a good idea if you don't just put a random straight line, or don't make the middle part of the lips a straight line. I've seen a lot of people do this sort of a cupid's, because we have the cupid's bow on the top. So you don't need to do a line that goes all the way down to that line and then like this. Now those lips are fine, but I kind of want to teach you guys how to do a more realistic looking lip. So you want to start with the pencil. Oops. First of all, you want to kind of make an oval shape if you need a guide for like about the size of the lips. If you're going to do more pouty lips, you can do more of a circle. Regular lips like this. You know what's tricky is guy lips. Have you ever tried that? So there's a few basic things that you need to do. You need to mark off where the corners of the mouth will be. And it's good to have a middle line so you know where the center is. And then if you want to, mark off where you want to put the two bumps, the top of the two bumps. Everybody's lips are different. Some people have a really big top lip. I have a really tiny top lip. But the shape is sometimes sharper, sometimes it's more curvy. Sometimes it's like Julia Roberts, where her top lip is almost like a straight line, like the bottom one. All different types of lips, so you can decide what you want them to look like, but I'm just giving you a basic. So this is where the cupid's bow bumps are gonna go. And I think I'll come down. We want to make a V down in the middle, but probably don't make it too deep because you don't want this to happen. So more realistic lips, it doesn't go down that far usually, so we'll just put a line right there. And now bring that line down to meet there. And like that. And then, I don't know if you guys can see, maybe it's too far away. So we don't want to make this V too deep. I think that's a key in making the lips look good. Now, under this V, there's sort of another V. It's usually a little bit more of a U shape. It's softer. But let's just do a faint middle line for now, just as a guide. We're not going to actually make the middle this straight, but for the guideline, just put a very faint line in the middle there. Now, under this V, you're going to do a small U shape, like that. All right, then there's a bump here. Very slight bump, not a big one, just a very slight wave. Why is my pencil so small? Then on this side too, you have a little bit of a bump, and it goes out to meet this corner. So let's bring this top line down, and this top line down. Then you can play with where you want the bottom the bottom line to go. Like maybe you want a smaller bottom lip or a bigger bottom lip. In general, you could try to sort of keep them the same size. But if you want it to look a little more pouty, then you can do it a bit bigger. Now, for a bottom lip, it's kind of nice and more realistic looking if there's a bit of a straight portion and then curve. And if you want it to look like there's no lipstick, then don't meet this line with that one. Just come up quite far and then stop. Okay? So, now I'm going to do this over with marker. Okay? Now let's try to do the same thing except with poutier lips, okay? So we've got the corners, the straight line across, the straight line down the middle, the 2 Cupid's bow bumps, and then how far down is the V going to come? Now if you want the lips to be really pouty like this, see? Don't bring that Cupid's bow down too far. So don't bring it down super far. Just a little bit, and then it's going to look more pouty. And now we do that bump here in the middle, bump here, and then you can do a little straight portion on the bottom, remember? Then curve. Curve up. Bring these down. Alright, these are the pouty lips. I'm going to trace it over. So there's 2 basic types of mouths. Now for a guy's mouth, I see guys sometimes and they have really pouty lips too. This guy, his lips are pretty pouty, which is totally common. Guys have big lips too. It's important that you just really pay attention to the light and the dark of the lips. But on the other hand, if you're just inventing a guy character, I'll show you what I do to invent a guy character mouth. Do the corners, the middle, the straight line down the middle here. Now, don't do a really sharp Cupid's bow. You can just sort of keep it minimal. Don't dip down very far. You see how it's a little bit less tall? It's like more shallow. Then we do a tiny little dent. I don't know what to call these. And then just a slightly little bit of curvature there. And then I just do like a bottom line like that. That's usually how I would do a guy's mouth. Now there's a couple little tips here that I wanted to show you guys. If you want to make it look extra realistic, you could extend these lines out a bit and darken them more than the rest of the lines. And do a tiny little wider space at the end of the lines. Because I don't know if you can see my mouth, but there's like darker spots here and here in my mouth. Do you see? I'm going to do the coloring in now. Color the outer edge, then the upper inner edge. Then you can accentuate this U shape more. And sometimes you leave shiny spots at the top of the lips. So maybe I'll do that. Now I'm coloring lighter and moving moving up a bit. And do the same moving down. Good. Now I will take the brown. I'm gonna go over certain spots here. And then you can shade more in the center line, right in the middle, a little along the edges, and on the corners too. Like that. Mwah! Okay, so I don't really have the right colors here. I wish I had white pastel. I don't know why I don't. But I have yellow, so I'll just push this in. I haven't used a lot of oil pastels on this show, simply because I don't use a lot of oil pastels, but I recently saw an awesome oil pastel tutorial on TikTok. Really pushes hard and presses it and like smudges it all together. Go back over with the red. Now I'm gonna take this sharp thing, these cute little scissors, and I'm gonna scrape off shiny spots. So check this out. Isn't that cool? Like, I want to do a whole portrait like this. I never have. Just kind of clear off those pieces as you go. And there we go. So this is basically how I do lips. Let me know if you guys have tips and tricks on how to draw lips. Another trick for guys' lips is that sometimes the artist will just do their lips the same color as their skin. And that looks cool sometimes too. I can't blend this. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, it's so nice. So that was my quick and easy, hopefully, tutorial on how I draw lips. Just have fun with it. And the most important thing to learn how to draw things is to look at things. So if you want to learn how to draw lips, then get yourself a mirror or a photo right beside your drawings using your eyes to look. When I draw a portrait, I'm sure that I look like this because I'm just looking back and forth and back and forth. It really helps. Look what I found the other day, guys. I was looking through a drawer and look what I found. It's the bas-relief. I still can't say it. And it's broken. It's not really that bad, but I should probably be able to glue that back together. It's okay, don't worry. So I have my sewing machine in here, and I don't know if you guys knew or not, but I know how to sew in a mediocre fashion. And when I was a teenager, I used to make clothes for myself all the time. So if you guys would like to have some tutorials on how to sew, then I would be more than glad to do that. Like, I have a really great time. I don't really know what we could sew. I was thinking probably clothing, like a skirt or something, because a skirt is really easy to do. Did you guys know that I have an actual piece of the red carpet from Hollywood? I really do. I'm not actually even lying, because we were in Hollywood in 2014. And we were there during February, and it was the Oscars, and we were walking by, and I saw them laying the red carpet. Yes, I did. It was not very glamorous. And so I asked the guy there, I said, "Hey, can I have a piece of the red carpet?" And he said,
"I'm really not supposed to do this."
I kept it. It's neat. Stay tuned for more ridiculousness and fun right here in our club. Our secret club. Don't tell anybody about it. But do tell people about it. Share it around. If they want to be a part of the club, then they can. But they have to be, like, interested in art. Maybe they could even share their drawings with us. Like, they could come up in the treehouse and share drawings with us. Maybe they could bring some snacks. See you next time. Bye. Goodbye for real this time.